Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Roshan and I hope all of you are fine. Today I'm visiting my in-laws place which is 200 kilometers away from my hometown. I actually don't stay there month long or the year around. I visit them occasionally and this was one of those visits where me and my baby have visited them. And these are a few sceneries from the village which are actually very beautiful. And let's be back to our study vlog and let's begin. So this is the study table and this is how it's looking right now. Not yet properly arranged, but the essentials are kept: baby food, hot water bottles, and here is my essential, which is tea. I have to have my tea while I am studying. And finally, at 12 noon, I sat down to study after getting freshened up, having my breakfast, then taking a bath, giving my baby a bath, and after he has settled for his first nap after his meal, I have finally sat down to study. And beginning with Assam history, art, and culture, I belong to the state of Assam. It's a northeastern state, as you all know. And I am studying for my upcoming state civil services examination. And these are the books that I have carried with me. I have been realistic this time, so did not carry two voluminous books with me. So just resolved to study these few books which I have carried with me because I have this previous experience where during my stay in Delhi, during my student time, I used to visit home with all those books with me, which had, high volume. And I used to never study those because I was in this vacation mode and only rarely would sit to study those books. And only it increased the luggage load and nothing else. So from now onwards, I always keep this in mind whenever I am in another place for a visit or something. I don't carry too many books because I know sticking to the resolve of studying all the books is actually not very realistic. Hopefully, these books I'll be able to study. Hopefully, I'll stay here for about 2 weeks and let's see if I can study those properly. And here I am doing my underlining task on the textbook because important points needs to be highlighted. And I also have this another habit of reading aloud while I study. How many of you have this habit? Please let me know in the comment section. And reading aloud actually helps me to concentrate more and I feel that the points remain, stuck to my brain a bit longer. So this is how I study. I also prepare handwritten notes and without handwritten notes, I feel my study is incomplete. So this is how my study goes most of the time. This is my method. So I was telling you that I am preparing for my upcoming state civil services examination, which is Assam Public Service Commission. And there is this portion in our syllabus where we will have 30 to 35% of questions coming from our state related issues and topics. So we need to study history and economy and geography pertaining to our state. So that's why this book. So our preliminary examination is scheduled to be held on 26th March. The tentative date is this, and I'm preparing for that. What's the syllabus pattern of your respective states, if I may know? Do you also have a specified portion devoted to your state related topics? And here you can see I am noting down important points. This has always been my habit of having handwritten notes. And here finally my baby is awake, maybe after a gap of an hour. So I'll now entertain him and then I'll try to study again. So after giving him some time, I am now back to my studies and continuing with my note making. I usually used colored pens these days to prepare my notes so that it's actually attractive and note making does not seem like a very boring job. So here's how it's going. The time is now 3 in the afternoon, and here I am spending some time with my baby. But I know I'm tensed at the same time because I have to study. Time is limited now before exam, and here is my help. So my mother has appointed a help for me, thanks to her, to look after my baby when I am studying. Otherwise, it's difficult to maintain your studies at the same time. So I try to balance as much as I can. My first priority always being my baby. So here you can see, as I have mentioned earlier, that I read aloud while studying. And continuing with the same book today, because it's a new book after the changes were made in our APSc syllabus, that I have bought this book specifically for our state's history portion. And this is a good book. I'm enjoying studying it. And also checking how long is the chapter.